Hey there, friend. Imagine this. It's 8 a.m., you've just rolled out of bed, and your brain feels like it's stuck in slow motion. You're staring at your to-do list, but the words might as well be in another language. Coffee's brewing in the kitchen, and after that first sip, something shifts. Suddenly, ideas flow, you tackle that email with ease, and the morning doesn't feel so overwhelming anymore. Sound familiar? If you're like most of us, that morning haze is a daily battle. But what if I told you that your humble cup of coffee could be the key to unlocking sharper focus, better memory, and even a mood boost, all before noon hits? Welcome to this deep dive into how coffee boosts brain function before noon. I'm here to walk you through it all like we're chatting over a warm mug at your kitchen table. No jargon, no scary medical terms, just straightforward everyday talk about how coffee can supercharge your mind in those crucial morning hours. Why does this matter? Well, in our busy lives, those first few hours set the tone for the whole day. Whether you're juggling work calls, chasing kids, or just trying to stay on top of things, a foggy brain can make everything harder. But understanding how coffee steps in to help? That can change your mornings from sluggish to sharp. And it might even support your long-term brain health without any fancy tricks. Over the next hour or two, we'll cover everything you need to know in a simple step-by-step way. First, we'll break down what brain function really means in the morning, think focus, alertness, and quick thinking, and how things like sleep, stress, or what you ate last night can make it dip. We'll talk about why your brain might change over time, influenced by age, habits, or even family traits, and how coffee fits into the picture as a natural booster. Then we'll spot those warning signs or everyday slumps you shouldn't ignore, like constant yawning or trouble concentrating, so you can catch them early. And most importantly, we'll explore general steps you can take to protect and improve your morning brain power. Things like smart habits, a bit of movement, and yes, that strategic cup of joe. This isn't about overwhelming you or making you worry. It's all about awareness and simple empowerment, so you can feel more in control of your days. Remember, this is just general health info to educate and inspire, not personal medical advice. Always chat with your doctor about what's right for you. Alright, let's ease into it. Let's start with the basics so you can understand what's really happening inside your body and why it matters for your daily life. Now that we've set the stage, let's dive into the fundamentals of brain function before noon and how coffee plays a starring role. Think of your brain like the engine of your day. It needs the right fuel to rev up properly. In simple terms, brain function here means how well your mind handles tasks like remembering where you put your keys, solving a quick problem at work, or staying alert during a meeting. Before noon, many folks experience a natural dip because our body's internal clock, or circadian rhythm, is still waking up. Overnight, your brain clears out toxins and rests, but come morning, levels of certain chemicals like adenosine build up, making you feel groggy. That's where coffee comes in. It's not magic, but the caffeine in it blocks that adenosine, letting feel-good chemicals like dopamine take over, boosting alertness and focus. But why does this boost feel so powerful for some and not others? It boils down to how your brain is wired in your daily habits. For example, if you're running on 5 hours of sleep from scrolling on your phone late at night, your brain starts the day already fatigued. Or if breakfast is a sugary donut, you might get a quick spike but crash hard by 10 a.m. Coffee helps bridge that gap by enhancing blood flow to the brain, sharpening your mental edge without the jitters if you time it right, say 30 minutes after waking, when your natural cortisol levels are peaking. Let's break this down further with some everyday examples. Imagine you're a parent rushing to get kids out the door. A foggy brain means forgotten lunchboxes or snap tempers. Or at work, that pre-noon meeting where ideas just won't come. Coffee can help neurons fire faster, improving reaction time and even creativity. Studies show moderate coffee intake, like 1 to 2 cups, can enhance cognitive performance by up to 10 to 20% in the mornings. But it's not just about the caffeine. Coffee's packed with antioxidants that protect brain cells from daily wear and tear. Next, let's talk about the signs and changes you should pay attention to in your daily life, because recognizing when your brain isn't at its best is the first step to fixing it. I'll list them out clearly, starting with mild ones that are super common. Mild changes. These are those little annoyances that pop up now and then. Things like occasional forgetfulness, like walking into a room and blanking on why you're there. Or feeling a bit spacey after a poor night's sleep, where simple tasks take longer. You might notice yawning a lot or needing that extra cup to kickstart your thoughts. Moderate problems. If these happen more often, it could signal your brain needs more support. For instance, trouble concentrating on reading an email or following a conversation before lunch. Maybe you're making more small errors at work, like typos or miscalculations, or feeling irritable because your mind won't settle. This might tie back to skipping breakfast or high stress from back-to-back Zoom calls. Serious warning signs. These are the ones that mean it's time to chat with a professional. Persistent headaches, dizziness, or confusion that disrupts your day. Extreme fatigue that doesn't improve with rest, or changes in mood like sudden anxiety spikes. If you're experiencing memory lapses that affect safety, like forgetting to turn off the stove, don't ignore it. Seek help right away. These signs aren't meant to alarm you. They're just your body's way of saying, hey, let's tweak something. Now, shifting gears to what causes these dips in brain function before noon. The big ones are lifestyle factors we all deal with. Age plays a role. As we get older, say past 40, natural hormone shifts can slow morning wake-up. Sitting too much, like desk jobs with hours of screen time, reduces blood flow to the brain. Processed foods and sugary drinks spike and crash your energy, while poor sleep from late-night Netflix binges leaves adenosine lingering. Stress from work deadlines or family worries floods your system with cortisol, blocking focus. Smoking and excess alcohol disrupt sleep cycles, and family history, like if relatives had cognitive issues, can make you more prone. Even existing conditions, such as diabetes affecting blood sugar or heart issues impacting circulation, can amplify morning fog. Take real-life scenarios. Picture a busy professional chugging energy drinks instead of water. That leads to dehydration, zapping brain power. Or someone with chronic stress from a demanding job, leading to fragmented sleep and a sluggish start. The good news? These are often tweakable, and coffee can be a helpful ally when used wisely. Let's keep going. Up next, we'll explore how to monitor this and prevent bigger issues. If any of these signs or risk factors sound familiar, here is how brain function before noon is usually kept in check and followed over time. Remember, this is general info only. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional for your own situation and decisions. In simple terms, checking brain function often starts with everyday observations and basic chats during routine checkups. For example, your doctor might ask about your sleep patterns, diet, stress levels, and how you're feeling in the mornings. Things like, do you feel alert after waking? Or, any trouble focusing? They could suggest tracking your habits in a journal, noting caffeine intake, energy levels, and any fog episodes. Common tools include simple cognitive tests, like recalling words or drawing a clock, done in office to gauge memory and attention. Blood tests might check for things influencing the brain, such as vitamin levels like B12 for energy, or hormone balances. Blood pressure checks are routine too, since good circulation supports brain flow. For more detail, some folks get sleep studies if poor rest is suspected, or even apps to monitor daily alertness, but these are general options to discuss with a pro, not something to self-diagnose. Now, gently, let's touch on possible long-term problems if morning brain dips are ignored over years. Without attention, consistent fog could lead to ongoing fatigue, making daily tasks feel exhausting. It might strain relationships or work performance, like missing deadlines due to poor focus. Over time, unchecked factors like chronic stress or poor diet could contribute to broader issues, such as reduced mental resilience or even subtle changes in mood stability. Circulation problems from inactivity might affect overall energy, and ignored sleep issues could impact kidney or nerve health indirectly. But here's the reassuring part. Catching it early with small changes can prevent most of this, keeping your brain sharp for the long haul. That's why prevention is key, and it's all about simple daily actions you can weave into life. Start with regular checkups, maybe once a year or as suggested by your doctor, to watch trends in your energy and habits. Improve diet by adding brain-friendly foods like berries or nuts for antioxidants. Move more. A 10-minute morning walk boosts blood flow. Manage stress with deep breaths during breaks, and aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep by winding down earlier. No screens an hour before bed. And incorporate coffee strategically. 1 to 2 cups before noon can enhance focus without overdoing it. Follow guidance from professionals to tailor this, tracking progress like noting clearer mornings in your journal. This isn't about perfection. Small steps add up. Remember, this is educational info, not a substitute for personal medical care. Talk to your healthcare provider for advice specific to you. Now let's pause for a moment and make this personal. I want you to reflect on your own mornings while we chat. Grab a notebook if you can, or just think about it. How's your sleep been lately? Are you hitting the snooze button because of late night screen time? Or maybe stress from work keeping you up? What about diet? Do you start with a balanced breakfast? Or is it grab-and-go processed stuff? And movement. When's the last time you took a quick walk before noon? If you're smoking or having more than a drink or two most nights, how does that affect your energy? Have you ever put off a checkup because life got busy? Or ignored that nagging tiredness thinking it'll pass? These questions aren't to judge. They're to help you tune into your body. If something resonates, drop a comment below. What's one habit you've changed that boosted your morning brain? Or what's a question you have about making small tweaks? Sharing helps everyone. Maybe your story inspires someone else to start. And if this is hitting home, hit that like button. It tells me to keep making these guides. Share with a friend who's always complaining about morning fog. Simple knowledge like this can make a real difference. Oh, and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out. We've got more on everyday health coming. To keep things flowing, here's a quick win. Try a 5-minute breathing exercise right after waking. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4. It clears mental cobwebs fast. Or swap one sugary drink for water. Hydration alone can sharpen focus. These mini habits are easy to stack, and they tie right into what we're about next. In a few minutes, we'll walk through simple foods, small daily habits, and tiny changes that can slowly turn your brain function in a better direction. Stick around. You won't want to miss how easy it is to make coffee your morning ally without the crashes. Now, as promised, let's go step by step through what you can actually do in your daily life to support your body and protect your brain function before noon. This is all general guidance, remember? It's educational only, not personal medical advice. Chat with a pro for your unique plan. Let's build a realistic lifestyle plan starting with diet, since what you fuel up with sets your morning tone. Focus on whole foods. Load up on fruits like blueberries for antioxidants that guard brain cells, veggies such as spinach for steady energy, lean proteins like eggs or yogurt to sustain focus, and healthy fats from avocados or nuts to keep things smooth. Coffee fits here too, black or with a splash of milk. It delivers polyphenol that boosts cognition. Cut back on added sugars, refined carbs like white bread that cause crashes, salty processed snacks, and unhealthy fats in fried foods. Do. Start your day with oatmeal topped with berries and a coffee side. Don't. Rely on energy bars loaded with hidden sugars. They spike and drop your alertness. For movement, keep it simple and realistic. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes of activity before noon, like a brisk walk to get blood pumping to the brain. Add light strength work, such as bodyweight squats while coffee brews, or stretching to ease tension. More daily movement counts too. Stand during calls or take stairs. Do park farther away for extra steps. Don't. Sit glued to your desk. Set a timer for short breaks. Sleep is crucial for resetting your brain overnight. Build easy routines. Stick to consistent bedtimes, even on weekends, aiming for 7 to 9 hours. Create a wind-down ritual like reading instead of screens. Do. Dim lights an hour before bed. Don't. Caffeine after noon. It lingers and disrupts rest. Stress management keeps your mind clear. Try simple tools. Breathing exercises like the 4-7-8 method. Inhale 4, hold 7, exhale 8. Take short breaks for a quick stretch or chat. Build time management by prioritizing tasks, and lean on social support. Call a friend. Do. Journal 3 gratitudes in the morning. Don't. Multitask endlessly. It fragments focus. On routine checkups, generally, folks might discuss energy levels or habits yearly with a doctor, tracking things like sleep quality over time. Note improvements like fewer foggy days to see progress. Now on to FAQs, common questions in plain language. If I feel okay, can I still have suboptimal brain function? Yes, subtle dips might not scream loud, but tracking habits can reveal room for boosts, like adding coffee wisely. Can lifestyle changes really help? Absolutely. Evidence shows better sleep and diet can enhance cognition by 15 to 20%, with coffee amplifying it. Are all natural products safe for brain boosts? Not always. Things like herbal supplements can interact. Always check with a pro before trying. Myth. Coffee dehydrates you and hurts the brain. Fact. Moderate amounts don't dehydrate and actually support function via antioxidants. Does family history mean I'm doomed? No, habits override a lot. Focus on what you control. These are general answers. Talk to your doctor for personal insights. We've covered a lot, friend, so let's wrap this up with a quick recap and some encouragement. In this guide to how coffee boosts brain function before noon, we started with the basics. Brain function means sharp focus and energy in the mornings, but dips from adenosine buildup are common, and coffee's caffeine blocks it for a boost. We looked at signs from mild forgetfulness to serious fatigue, and causes like poor sleep, stress, sedentary life, bad diet, age, smoking, alcohol, and family history or conditions. Then, we discussed general monitoring, routine checkups with questions on habits, simple tests for cognition, blood work for influencers like vitamins. Ignored dips could lead to long-term fatigue or strain, but prevention through checkups, better food, movement, sleep, and stress tools keeps things on track. In our engagement chat, we reflected on habits and shared tips, leading to practical plans. Diet with wholes over processed, movement like walks, sleep routines, stress breaths, and do's/don'ts. FAQs busted myths and answered worries. For a realistic action plan this week, schedule a routine checkup if it's been a while. Check old notes on your sleep or energy. Add one healthier meal like fruit with breakfast. Take a daily 10-minute walk. Sleep a bit earlier by cutting screen time. Cut down one unhealthy habit, like afternoon sodas, and enjoy that morning coffee mindfully. You got this. Small, consistent changes build big results over time. Be patient and kind to yourself. Your brain will thank you with clearer, more energized mornings. Thanks for spending this time with me. Your health matters, and I'm glad we could chat about it. If this helped, give it a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more. Check out our related videos like Understanding Your Daily Health Numbers and Simple Habits to Support Your Heart and Energy to keep the journey going. Take care, friend. Here's to brighter mornings ahead.